Good evening and welcome to Trending Tonight. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. That moment is here. The central government wanted to do this for almost a year. Then Corona came in and that's why it got delayed. But you can't delay the inevitable. So a cabinet expansion is going to take place on Wednesday. Modi 2.0 reboot. This is the biggest exercise ever since Modi 2.0 came into existence in 2019. But there is a bit of alliance problem. So we'll try to decode this alliance matrix from Bihar. Two crucial alliance partners and the relationship is extremely complicated. And that's the grey area. Rest everything else is sorted. So we'll talk about what is not sorted because the rest you will in any case know. That's story number one. Story number two, Captain Amrinder Singh and Sonia Gandhi met today. That meeting has taken place. But the big question is, can the Congress control the Punjab crisis? It's still on. Even now it's on. It's unsettled. Can it be controlled and contained before the assembly elections of Punjab? That's going to be our discussion number two. Let's first begin with discussion one on Modi cabinet expansion and what this means for the state of Bihar, what this means for alliance partners, because there's a bit of a grey area right there. I would like to welcome Dr. Mahachandra Prasad Singh, former Bihar minister as well as leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you very much, Mr. Singh, for joining us. We also have Charan Singh Sapra, spokesperson of the Congress Party. We'll be joined in by two other guests in just a short moment. Mr. Singh, I want to come to you first. My question to you is, why is the relationship with the JDU so complicated? Right now, we still do not know how many members of the JDU will be inducted. There seems to be some sort of a formula depending on the number of MPs from the state of Bihar is concerned. आपके 17 हैं, उनके 16 हैं, लेकिन आपके 5 मंत्री हैं, उनके वो कह रहे हैं हमारे 4 तो करो. But status is not clear. Mr. Singh.
देखिए, ये मैं समझता हूँ डिस्कशन का पॉइंट नहीं है. ये 100% माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का और भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो हुकूमत चला रही है, एनडीए पार्टनर विभिन्न दलों के लोग हैं एनडीए में, तो निश्चित रूप से अब ये हम इस पर कैसे कमेंट्स कर सकते कि मैं समझता हूँ कि बहुत ही बैलेंस मंत्रिमंडल होगी, एक्सपेंशन होगा तो, और उसमें सभी जो हमारे पार्टनर हैं, चाहे वो जदयू के हों, चाहे लोजपा के हों या हमारे खुद भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग हों, निश्चित रूप से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री गहराई से विचार कर रहे हैं.
अब मैं आपसे, आपने क्योंकि ये दोनों नाम लिए हैं, दैट इज व्हाई आई सेड दैट द स्टेट ऑफ बिहार इज गोइंग टू बी अ कॉम्प्लेक्स स्टेट बिकॉज दिस इज वेयर द कंट्रोवर्सी इज गोइंग टू बी. डॉक्टर सिंह, आप कह रहे हैं चाहे जदयू हो चाहे लोजपा हो, एलजेपी का जो ब्रेकअवे फैक्शन है, पशुपति पारस जो है, वो हो सकता है रिप्रेजेंटेशन पा जाएं, लेकिन चिराग पासवान का कहना है कि वो एलजेपी है ही नहीं, उनको आप एलजेपी के कोटे से कैसे बना सकते हैं मंत्री? असली एलजेपी तो वो हैं.
देखिए, ये मामला तो अभी माननीय चिराग पासवान जी निश्चित रूप से हमारे रामविलास पासवान जी जो माननीय नेता थे, एनडीए के महत्वपूर्ण साथी थे और प्राइम मिनिस्टर माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के बहुत करीब रहे हैं, उनके वो सुपुत्र हैं और वो अपने एंगल से बोल रहे हैं. लेकिन ये
आपका एंगल क्या है डॉक्टर
सामने
सिंह?
तो
आप क्या मानते
जो
हैं?
दल है उसका राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष के रूप में यदि अभी पारस जी आए हैं, पशुपतिनाथ पारस, तो लोजपा के अध्यक्ष के रूप में अभी वो दिख रहे हैं. लेकिन ये मामला तो चुनाव आयोग में है पेंडिंग और ऊपर कोर्ट में मामला होगा. लेकिन अभी सामने दिखता है कि 5 एमपी के नेता वो संसदीय दल के बनाए गए हैं और राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर,
यानी कि बीजेपी उन्हीं को एलजेपी मानती है,
अध्यक्ष बने हैं लोजपा के.
आप मानते हैं कि वो एलजेपी हैं?
नहीं, एलजेपी व्यवहारिक तौर पर तो अभी दिखते हैं वही. ये मामला उसमें हम लोग की कोई कमेंट्स नहीं होगी कि क्या सच है क्या झूठ है, कहां कौन
डॉक्टर सिंह हमारे साथ बने रहिए,
किस एंगल से चल रहे हैं.
जी, सत्यप्रकाश मिश्रा, स्पोक्सपर्सन ऑफ द जेडीयू, इज आल्सो विद अस. मिस्टर मिश्रा, डॉक्टर सिंह seems to say that final decision will be acceptable to all. It is the Prime Minister's prerogative, which it is. But the point is that the JDU in 2019, and I clearly remember, at the very last moment decided not to be a part of the cabinet because they felt that they wanted Sanketik Pratinidhitva या सांकेतिक हिस्सेदारी. These were the words that were used. Extremely complicated matrix that was presented by the JDU. What had happened then that forced you not to join the cabinet, and what will be the situation now?
You know, I was debating on it that day itself. It was offered every ally by the BJP, every ally of NP cabinet berths to every political party which was part of and are still part of NPA. But at the same point of time, the argument was that we won 10 seats in Bihar and BJP won 17 seats. And they made 5 out of them ministers. And the BJP was and is still in the part of the government of Bihar. It was decided on the basis of proportionate representation. So at that point of time, our consideration was proportionate representation, and fine if it is not available, we were okay with that. We were supporting the government on every occasion, whether it was, passing of bills or, promoting any which government is coming out with certain differences over triple talaq and 370 and other issues. But now, if the NDA is growing bigger and bigger and opposition parties due to its growth getting in depression, it is not our problem. Now the Prime Minister prerogative is definitely there as per the constitutional obligation and duty. He is a duty bound, and it is his discretion whomsoever he incorporate inside his cabinet or not. But what happens generally in any alliance, that equal representation are provided to the partners who are the part of the NDA.
Yeah, but then Mr. Mishra, I hope you realize that you were 16 MPs in 2019 also, yet you got only 1 cabinet berth. You are saying that we should get 4.
Sanket, now what at that point of time, the formula of the BJP was different. Even Shiv Sena had the same amount of MP, it got 1 seat, 1 cabinet berth. So sometime in a political situation, a political party decides as per the political situation.
So are you hopeful that the political situation may have changed and that you will get more representation?
In politics, hopes are always there. But we are not adamant on our demand. We never been that. We never, suppressed or pressurized anyone.
No. What do you mean adamant on your demand? Because last time around, by not joining the cabinet, it was clear that you were adamant.
It was not adamancy. It was the acceptance or not accepting the proposal.
Correct.
Because, adamant that, okay, we will not support the government. We are part of the NDA. We are not a new ally to the NDA. When the JDU's name was...
No, I agree. But what is... Are you hopeful that this time around you will get more representation? Or whatever representation you get, you will accept?
The Honorable Leader and Chief Minister of Bihar has stated very categorically, let the Prime Minister decide. He has to decide what he has to offer and what he has not to offer to any ally. Not only JDU, any ally.
Okay, one moment. Charan Singh Sapra, I want to come to you now. Do you think that this is going to be a potential grey area? Because, in an otherwise smooth exercise where we're hearing that, educational backgrounds will be given priority, where we are hearing that women representation will take place, caste representation, religious representation. This Bihar story seems to be emerging as one story where there are lots and lots of grey areas. Number 1, confusion over who's the real LJP, and number 2, how much does JDU get?
Of course, Sanket, there is a lot of grey area in that, and what I feel that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, why he wants to do this rejig, basically he has seen that over a period of years, his performance or the performance of his government has been from bad to worse. Viewing the failed economy situation, viewing the failed unemployment situation, failed COVID management situation, he's seeing that somewhere he's being cornered. And also he has seen that the GDP is hovering around -8%. The NPAs have crossed 25 lakh crores. The bank fraud has crossed 6 lakh crores. There have been cases of crony capitalism. So in a way, he wants to, overshadow all these things and do a rejig where he was talking about minimum government and maximum governance. Now it is the other way around. Now, as far as Bihar is concerned, what you are talking, he's clearly coming to the different pressures. He now feels that the smaller parties are more relevant as far as the forthcoming elections are concerned, whether it is of UP or Punjab or various other states where elections are there. He's trying to rope in people like Apna Dal or Mr. Nishad from the Nishad party.
So you're saying that there is a deliberate attempt and or a realization maybe that you can't do without the alliance partners and you have to humor them.
Yeah, I would like to sum up in one line,
Yeah.
like drowning man trying to clutch a straw. It's like that. That's why he's doing this entire exercise, and he's going to fail.
But he's got
miserably in this
300.
exercise.
He's got
going to
300 plus
complicate
MPs
himself.
on his own, sir.
Sorry?
The way the math goes, I wouldn't define that as drowning. He's got 300 plus MPs on his own.
So what happened? No. So what happened if he's having 300 plus MPs? Still he's fearing now. Why he's bringing in smaller parties?
Okay,
Why
Dr.
he's bringing
Singh.
in Narayan Rane, on whom he had said that Narayan Rane is the most corrupt minister of Maharashtra. Today Narayan Rane has washed his dirty linen with Kamal Chhap detergent. Is it that way?
ओके डॉक्टर सिंह, मैं आपके पास आना चाहता हूं. देखिए, कांग्रेस का ये कहना है कि एक तो वो बीजेपी पर, भाजपा पे जो वॉशिंग पाउडर वाले या वॉशिंग मशीन वाला जो आरोप लगता है वो बंगाल से चल के अब महाराष्ट्र में आ गया है कि नारायण राणे भी साफ हो गए. और जहां तक बिहार की बात है, ऐसा क्यों है कि अब केंद्र सरकार को एकदम से 2019 में आप घटक दल के इतने नजदीक नहीं थे, लेकिन अब 2 साल बाद आपको ये महसूस हो रहा है कि छोटे दलों के बिना आपकी गाड़ी नहीं चलेगी, भले ही संख्या बल आपके पास हो.
देखिए, ये आज के दिन ये चर्चा नहीं हो सकती है, क्योंकि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का काम का असर पूरे देश में है. लेकिन उनकी बड़प्पन है कि बड़े सभी घटक दलों को सम्मान देते हैं, सभी साथियों को साथ लेकर चलते हैं. राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर कई छोटे छोटे दल हैं जो मोदी जी के साथ चल रहे हैं. उसमें बिहार में भी हमारे कुछ दल हैं, जदयू हो या लोजपा हो, वो साथ हैं. और आज एक परिस्थिति उन्होंने महसूस किया होगा कि हमको अब इन साथियों को लेकर के भी अब काम को और तेजी से आगे बढ़ाना है, इसलिए उन्होंने निर्णय लिया होगा. अब ये बात तो स्पष्ट नहीं है कि कौन लोग आएंगे, मंत्रिमंडल का क्या स्वरूप होगा, कहां से कितने लोग आएंगे, ये तो आप सब चर्चा कर रहे हैं.
नहीं, लेकिन डॉक्टर प्रसाद, आप अगर ये बताइए, पिछली बार आपने देखा है कि किस तरीके से जेडीयू को वो उन्होंने माना नहीं था कि वो एक एमपी, एक मिनिस्टर लेकर के चले, तो उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि हम समर्थन करेंगे लेकिन हम कैबिनेट का हिस्सा नहीं बनेंगे. इस बार आपको लगता है कि जो भी फॉर्मूला होगा वो जेडीयू को कबूल होगा?
नहीं, देखिए, अभी हमारे माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी और माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी दोनों का एक ही उद्देश्य है कि देश और बिहार तेजी से आगे बढ़े. हाँ, और पूरा एक दूसरे का सहयोग
जी.
हो.
सत्यप्रकाश
तो सहयोग का जहां वातावरण है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का और माननीय नीतीश कुमार जी का.
JDU to be this time around, Mr. Mishra?
JDU has never been adamant in its approach. It is already,
No, what will be the break point where you will say what you said in 2019, that we will support the government, however not join the cabinet?
Not adamant. It was not the behavior of a kind of adamant. It was acceptance of the offer or...
Okay, at what point will you accept the offer as to not working in your favor and decide that we will not go for cabinet?
Chief Minister of Bihar, Shri Nitish Kumar ji, has already stated that it is prerogative of the Prime Minister. He has to decide what he has to offer.
And then after that you will decide.
There is nothing more to add on that, because a great leader has already spoken regarding that. And Honorable...
No, I don't know. I only see great confusion from the JDU, Mr. Mishra. I am sorry. I see a Mr. I see a Mr. RCP Singh saying something else. I see the Bihar Chief Minister saying that RCP Singh will decide. There is tossing around of opinion happening at this moment.
I clarify here.
I don't see a clear decision.
Before media that the task and such task has been assigned with the national president desk.
And the national president says that you will know tomorrow.
Honorable RCP Singh ji. So he will talk to the counterpart, and he will decide whatever the offer.
So let's leave this discussion.
So there is no doubt about that. There is no ambiguity.
So let us leave this discussion right here,
Kumar,
where Mr. Mishra is telling us that the conversation is still on.
Ambiguity regarding any
And when,
statement of both
okay,
of them.
thank you very much, all of you all. Mr. Mishra is leaving us with a thought that the conversation between JDU and BJP is still on. Now that in itself
It's
shows
not-
you that there is
it's
no
nothing like
clarity.
that. The Prime Minister has to decide
Between
about that. It is
JDU
his
as well as the
prerogative.
BJP, there is still no clarity. I'm telling you, in Bihar, between these two alliance partners is the grey area, which is where confusion still prevails. So we'll
Sanket,
see how
it
the
is
story
still
develops
your
tomorrow.
perception, it's not reality.
Okay. Mr. Mishra, thank you very much, as well as Dr. Singh. Aapka bahut dhanyawad.
you,
Sapra
Sanket.
ji, please continue with us. Let's go to discussion number 2, where Captain Amrinder Singh met Sonia Gandhi. But can the Congress control the Punjab crisis? I would like to welcome Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist as well as author, and Mahesh Inder Grewal, spokesperson of the Shiromani Akali Dal. Mr. Sapra continues to be with us. Mr. Sapra, I want to begin with you. I want to ask you, can you handle this crisis? Can the Congress successfully handle this crisis? I mean, this has been going on for a very long time, and it's a dangerous thing to happen in a state which is going to polls.
See, Sanket, I don't think so that this is such a big crisis. Congress has been resolving such crises, and such crises are already there in other states also, in the BJP-ruled states. Whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Chhattisgarh, or Himachal Pradesh, or Madhya Pradesh, or Haryana, such situations are there in all the states which are ruled by the larger party. Now, as far as Punjab issue is concerned, let me tell you that Congress party has gone in a perfect democratic way. A 3-member panel was appointed. This 3-member panel has heard to nearly 200 leaders from Punjab. Shri Rahul Gandhi has, met around.
No, but then,
50
Mr.
to
Sapra,
60
what is the
senior
compromise
leaders.
formula? The compromise formula will be that there will be a PCC president, and then there will be a working president. Then again there will be a rift, because if Sidhu is made a working president, do you think he will agree? He will try to become some chief where he has no power. I think this is a power tussle, right?
Sanket, I would not like to go into speculations. The formula has been made by the 3-member panel as well as the Congress High Command. The formula has been discussed internally, and say within another 48 hours that formula will be made.
No,
public.
while
And
you may say that the formula will be acceptable to all, as of this moment, I feel that this crisis only continues. Because if you have working presidents who will not have the requisite power.
Asking me a question, you allow me to complete, Sanket. See, that's all I'm taking it ahead, that Captain Amrinder Singh, when he met Congress President, he has come out and spoken to media that he will abide by all the decisions which are taken by Honorable Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi.
Sure.
He's a true lieutenant of Congress party, and he has said in as many words.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think
eventually,
that
whatever the Congress
nothing
president
comes
decides
in
will be
that.
acceptable to the captain. Fine. Rashid Kidwai, I want to come to you now. I remember last time when we discussed Punjab, you said that this should not be seen much as a controversy. This should be seen as cooperation, where you are trying to, the Congress party is trying to reach out to the faction that may be upset with Captain Amrinder Singh. Do you think, Mr. Kidwai, that realistically this is possible to row two boats at the same time? And will that not create confusion?
I think, Sanket, there is a clarity as far as the minds of Congress leadership is concerned. They understand that Captain Amrinder Singh is the Chief Minister. He will continue to be Chief Minister for next 6-7 months till elections are held. But the key point is, what about future? Can Captain Amrinder Singh make Congress win? Is he alone as a campaigner in chief as a chief ministerial candidate? Is he equipped to make Congress win? I think that is where that entire kind of trouble starts, because in the Congress assessment they need Sidhu as a campaigner in chief, as someone who is whiff of fresh air, his Kartarpur Sahib stand, his pronouncement, his oratory skills will all come into play. Now, what kind of role Sidhu will have in post-election scenario in the event of Congress winning? So, is he chief ministerial candidate for the future? I think that is where Captain and Congress central leadership have some kind of I would say tussle or disagreement, and Congress is trying to sort that out.
Okay, Mr. Grewal, your leader calls Navjot Singh Sidhu a misguided missile, right? Now we have heard a counter comments also to that comment. But how do you see, as a person who has often been subjected, as a party subjected to Mr. Sidhu's barbs, how do you see this playing out?
Sanket, the thing is very clear. Mr. Sidhu is in hurry to become CM of Punjab. He steps up the race when every election comes near to it. In 2014, he joined BJP. In 2017, he joined Congress. And in between, he made a Punjab party of 4 persons, 2 brothers from Ludhiana and Pargat Singh and himself. And ultimately, he lands into the Congress. He remains minister, non-performer minister for 2.5 years. When the CM used his prerogative and shifted his department, today he's criticizing the power policy of the government, which is wrong. I also say it's wrong. But he refused the offer to become a power minister to Punjab. See, here it is not a fight between 2 persons. It's a fight of the Congress High Command, which has trickled down to the state level. See, Sidhu meets Rahul and Priyanka. He didn't meet Sonia. Captain Amarinder Singh meet Sonia. He didn't meet Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi. So it is to be sorted out at the highest level, which they are neither competent to do it nor they will do it. As Mr. Kadwai said, it is for the Congress to decide. See, Congress in the 1.5 year couldn't decide who should be its president. Mrs. Gandhi resigned. They couldn't elect new president. Senior Congress leaders made a forum, but Congress couldn't even sort it out. And my friend Mr. Sapra from Bombay, because Congress couldn't get any person from Northern India to defend the what is happening in the Congress.
Don't you think that's a little unfair? It's a national party which allots
that's why
at a national level.
Because
not speaking
Maharashtra
on their behalf, but since I know the inner machinations, that's why.
I agree with you, Sanket, because Maharashtra is also in a problem. I've seen 1 or 2 channels that BJP and Shiv Sena are again joining hands and Congress will be again out of power. Here it's not the problem. It is a power. They want either Sonia should run the state or Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka combined should run the state. They have created a situation in Punjab which Punjab doesn't deserve. Punjab is facing acute power shortage. Industry is closed till 10th of July.
Okay. Very quickly, last comment, Mr. Sapra. Mr. Sapra, you heard what Mr. Grewal had to say.
Yeah. Sanket, I feel that Akali Dal spokesperson is more concerned about the Congress party. He should look into himself, into his own party.
That's my concern only.
Akali Dal could not win more than 15 seats in 2017. They have been wiped out in the recent corporation elections. They have been wiped out in Panchayat elections. The Akali Dal is already decimated in Punjab. They don't have face to show to the farmers because Harsimrat Kaur was a member of the cabinet, which the cabinet which took the decision of 3 farm bills. She was a member of that cabinet. She did not object when she was sitting in the cabinet meeting, and later on she has resigned. So the farmers in Punjab are also asking question to Shromani Akali Dal. They have not given a mandate to them in 2017. They have been tremendously reduced, and today Akali Dal is worried more about Congress party. It's humorous to see all this.
We are not worried about you, but we are worried about Punjab.
He's talking that Congress has not
sent one moment. Since this is an internal problem of the Congress party, it will be interesting to see whether the... No, you forget about Bombay. You forget about Mumbai and Punjab. I mean, even before you asked me, I defended you, Mr. Sapra. Come on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's just hope that this problem does not continue. And Mr. Kidwai, I'm gonna come back, and when we see the results in March, it'll be interesting to see whether your assessment, because this has stayed on with me, that don't read this as a controversy, read this as cooperation. It'll be very interesting to see if it plays out that way, because history suggests that does not happen. So this is interesting analysis. Thank you very much for joining us, all of you all. We're stopping for a short break at this moment. News continues on the other side. Stay with us.